the Northwest Weather Podcast from Fox 13 Seattle.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Northwest Weather Podcast. This is episode 15. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brian McMillan here at Fox 13 Seattle, joined by meteorologist Abby Acone.
Hey!
It's so good to have you back, Abby.
It's
been a minute.
To be back.
It's
I
been a minute.
my boys.
And our traffic guru, Mr. Adam Gerke.
Hey!
Yay! Adam. I'm wearing Mariners gear. Well, for obvious reasons, right? I mean, come on. This is the talk of the town right now. By the way, this is my press pass. I was just down at T-Mobile Park, and
You're so
I know
cool.
so shiny.
Can you use that all day?
They were kicking me out at 11 o'clock.
Oh,
so
it expires at 11.
it does, yes.
Okay.
And they kept saying, "Do you have your credentials?" And I was like, "I do." And they're like, "Not those ones." So not good enough.
Your credentials are no good.
I got to be there in the wee morning hours, though. So much fun. Mariners taking on the Blue Jays in the ALCS. We're going to talk more about that coming up here in a few minutes with our forecast for the games as well. But shall we get to our weather headlines, everybody?
Let's shall.
Okay, we shall. Let's shall.
Let's shall. That was great. Stuck that landing.
Abby's been up for a while.
Yeah, sorry,
Haven't you?
guys.
You got up super early this morning. All right. Let's get
My
to
eyes
it.
are glazed over. No, we're good.
We're good. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at how we've done so far this month. The past week has been cooler than average. Now, Abby, I heard you on TV this morning, and you were talking about how you were getting some flack for using the word chill.
No, crisp.
Or no, crisp. Sorry, crisp.
It's crisp, and it's egregious. I've gotten literal paragraphs of emails from viewers who feel upset when I misuse the word crisp when it's, in their opinion, too warm for me to do so.
Right. I think 40 degrees, in my humble opinion, if it hits 40 degrees, it is now officially crisp in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know.
Not even for me, it's like a 47, the first 47 of the season, right?
Sure, where it's like,
It's chilly.
it's chilly. Like when you have to start putting on layers,
So
right?
when I realized I got to put on a jacket,
yeah.
and I go, ooh,
Yeah.
it's crisp.
When you breathe in.
What?
Yeah, you feel it just a little bit, and you sit in the car for the first second, you go, oh, it's a little cold on my back.
Yeah.
That's when it's crisp.
It is. It's
Love
crisp.
that sound effect.
Yes.
Or frost on the pumpkins. It's crisp.
Absolutely. And we're getting to that time of year, right? The mornings are cool, especially when we have clear skies like we've had the past couple of nights. There's been some spots down into the 20s, especially down in the South Sound, areas like out in Mason County, out in Thurston County, and then you get away from the water. So, yeah, kind of cool. As far as precip goes, total precip so far, 0.6 inches for the month. We got to play a little catch up because we average about 3.5 to 4 inches. That normal precip that you see there is the 30-year average, but the 80-year average is a little closer to 3.5 inches. Let's talk snow as well because, well, we didn't see our first snow yet at Snoqualmie Pass, but we did see our first snow at Stevens Pass.
Cool.
When things when those snow levels dropped here over the weekend.
Blewett Pass.
Yes.
Blewett Pass was
Oh,
actually shut
yeah.
down for a spell because of not fire, but for the the cleanup crews and then the snow that had fallen. So they just can't get a break on Blewett Pass.
Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster!
It first,
for them.
it was first wildfires, right? Because
Yep.
it was skipping the highway.
Yeah.
And then
And
the snow.
then they were letting people through with a flagger, and
Yeah.
then the snow came, and then it was this giant muddy mess, and they said, no more, you can't do it, you can't drive here, and
Big yikes.
So we took a peek at the past, let's see, past 10 years, or past 8 years. I think this is 8 years. Yeah, it is. So first snow at Snoqualmie Pass. What do we average? Average there late October to early November is kind of when we usually see our first snow up at Snoqualmie Pass. We have not seen it yet, okay? It was a little higher than that. Snoqualmie Pass is around 3,000 feet. Stevens is around 4,000 feet. So Stevens Pass did get it, though, and that's right on track.
And White Passing, I believe Cayuse may also
Cayuse
have
did
seen
too,
some
yes.
as well.
They, if I remember right, had traction tires required, didn't they?
They actually had chains required.
Oh, they had chains required.
Cayuse had
Ooh.
the chains required.
Well, this time of year, if you're heading over to any of these passes, make sure you have at the very least, some chains in the car and maybe those or those sock things.
I believe it was changed. Now that you have me double. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Today's only Wednesday. My
Yeah.
brain's a little foggy.
It's
on
okay,
this,
Adam.
But I was surprised that we were advancing that quickly as far as like tire restrictions and
Yeah.
requirements. So it's here.
Mid to late October at 4,000 foot level is when we usually start to see our first snow. Now, it doesn't usually stick around this time of year. Usually things warm up and then cool off and then warm up and then cool off. That's the nature of it all. But the season is here, and our reporters
Yeah.
that go out in the field are going to need to start packing all their cold weather snow stuff, aren't they?
And packing their patience, which I try not to say because that's also
She gets
a
a
cliche
slap
at
on
this
the
point.
wrist from
That's
the
right.
traffic reporter.
It's a no.
No,
We
say
don't do
no.
that. But you know what is also a no. I've been driving my snow tires around on my car for the
Oh.
last several months.
But-
I have not changed them over.
Snow tires different than studded tires.
Yeah, they're not-
Let's make that distinction. 'Cause
They're not studded tires.
Studded
but-
tires, I don't believe you can put on until November. There's a certain date in November when you can actually have them put on your vehicle.
Okay.
But
Yes,
before
that's
then, nicht, you're going to get a fine for that.
You get a big ticket.
Yeah, big ticket.
That's a rut-row.
Yeah.
So, snow levels coming up over the next 7 days are going to be on the lower side heading into Friday and Saturday morning. And we could see those dip down to around 4,000 feet yet again. So, that could impact White and Stevens Pass briefly Saturday morning. And then we get into Sunday and Monday. Well, really, Saturday night and into Sunday is our next storm system. We're going to be seeing those snow levels around 5,000 feet or so. So, we could get more mountain snow. That's exciting. Some snow-topped mountains as you look off in the distance. That is always exciting.
Love it.
We love it. We love it. All right, let's talk about our Mariners forecast. Here we go.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff in the city of Seattle right now. It is buzzing.
I'm
I
not
mean,
even a major
absol-
sports girl, and I am clued in.
It is
Okay, dialed in.
Yes. Everybody's dialed in. I mean, if you are even if you are sports adjacent, if you have a friend who's into sports, you are into this too.
Yep.
Here is a look at your forecast for the next 3 games. Today, 5:08 first pitch. It looks beautiful out there, roof open. Tomorrow, 5:33 p.m., roof open situation, 56 degrees your temperature. It's going to be cool, so just, pack your sweatshirts and your jackets and all that good stuff. And then Friday, if necessary, if the Mariners do not win one of the next 2 games, we will play on Friday again back here at home. That is a question mark because as far as the roof being open or closed, because we might have a few showers, right?
Yeah.
Do you suppose I ask this because, you were out there today. Do they close the roof after the game then to keep everything sheltered in just in case? I don't know.
Yeah, they usually do. And they usually they want to have complete control overnight too, of the frost situation on
Right.
the grass. They
And
want to have. They also use these lamps that we saw that this morning,
Yeah.
early. It's like a grow
Massively
lamp
bright.
that you would see maybe in like a marijuana
In a growing
situation.
operation. Yeah.
But they have them like where they need the grass to grow in a particular spot. They put out these special lights, and so they get that grass is getting that light all night long, and it must work.
Yeah.
It must work. So.
Amazing.
Anyway, interesting
so
stuff.
funny.
Go Mariners! This is a big night for the boys in blue, or they'll probably be in white, like my Griffey jersey here. All right, let's talk about your 7-day forecast coming up. It does look like we will start to see some showers on Friday, right, Abby?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a big deal. In fact, I almost excluded showers from the forecast on Friday, but enough of a chance where I thought, okay, worth a mention. Also, an honorable mention, Saturday daytime is probably going to be dry, so that's going to be your better day of the 2 weekend days for pumpkin patching, etc. But Saturday evening, the showers return.
All right, sounds good. It is now time for our City of the Week. Adam, you have our
Hey.
City of the Week, don't you?
I do, as a matter of fact. This city, if you haven't been, Abby's been absent with us for some time, so you haven't had a chance to get in on
back.
this. Our scoreboards are all over the place because, it's not a fair fight at this point. So,
But
Abby
you're
has-
going down, Brian. Just the bottom line.
Okay, all right.
Abby has returned to reclaim the throne here. We'll begin. This city/municipality is within King County, just to set the stage for us here at this point. It began as a small farming community in the mid-19th century, and it then, at that point, had significant influence from Japanese Americans in the agricultural field. A lot of them were here with us until World War II, when the Japanese internment camps came about, and a lot of them were either carted off or they fled back to Japan. After World War II, 11 families came back of the 60 that were farming in this area. Okay? So
Okay.
no longer as influenced by this. This region saw dramatic, I'll call it dramatic transformation after 1940 and the addition of a floating bridge on Lake Washington.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Any guesses so far? Small
It's
farming
it's
community.
not Carnation or Duval.
Not Carnation or Duval.
Okay, keep it going.
This is home to several holiday tradition events every year.
Holiday tradition events.
Okay, Bellevue.
Bellevue?
Bellevue.
You both got it.
Yes.
Hey! You're barely ahead of me.
I had a
Wow!
few more up my sleeve here. I was going to get into like free parking.
Oh, yeah.
And the other things like that. And if I had to, I was going to say like the origin of Abiacone.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were a Bellevue girl, yes?
That's right, yeah,
so
born
there
and
you
bred.
go. And I was going to get into Snowflake Lane and all that, but we didn't,
Oh,
we
we
didn't have to
love.
get that far.
And I
So-
think about the blueberry farm near Lake Hills
Right.
that I
Yeah.
grew up
Kelsey
near.
Creek.
Kelsey Creek and all of that. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
That was great.
So that was an
Adam.
easy one. That was an easy one.
That was a good
Learned
one.
some
Thank
things.
you, Adam.
Love
so
it.
close to home.
Thank you for listening here this week to the Northwest Weather Podcast, episode 15. We will be back with you next week. In the meantime, go Mariners.
Go Mariners.
Have a good one, everybody.
Northwest Weather is available wherever you get your podcast.